so don't mind my table. It is a mess today, just going from one project to the next and trying to get everything loaded and ready. So this is what we're working on. So these are some more ornaments. They're on a wooden arch background. And we're going to add some more pieces and the noses. But we are going to use the Smore called Toasty Nights and Sweet Bites from the Stencil Smith. And it's all linked on your project sheet. All those, I'll have all the project sheets up and ready to go this evening when I go live. But these are really, really fun. They're simple, fairly quick, but really fun. I think it would be fun, especially if you're doing a show or something, to do a whole s'more section. Like, I think everyone just loves s'mores, and I think that they would love it. So we will get to working on that and create one. So they are just super fun. So let me take them out of my box here and lay them out. Like I said, I kept thinking I had more time between my lives, so I finished. My other one went from 1 to 2, and then by the time I uploaded some stuff and did some things that I needed to do on the back end, which that's where it takes so much time. Sorry, I dropped the box. But by the time I did all that, and I had to walk Hank, and I grabbed something like a super quick lunch, if you want to call it that, probably not. And then I was like, I gotta go live. I was trying to photograph some stuff so I could get it on the pictures uploaded to the website. So lots to do. But that is the print we did. And the little marshmallow on the stick, which I show you start to finish. We did everything on a live in an hour. So we plaited the sides, and I showed you how to antique those to make them match the print. We toasted the little marshmallow there. So that's a fun printable. It is on the website now. You can get it at any time. But that was a fun project. I was excited that it turned out so super cute. So anyway, so this is the stencil that we're going to use. And like I said, all those are linked on the project sheet. The Stencil Smith is offering you guys, just my customers, and for this event, this event, Santa Summer Workshop, her and Pete, April and Pete from the Stencil Smith are offering you all a special 20% discount off the stencils, any of the stencils. So, not just the ones we're using, but all the stencils. So you can start filling your cart if you want to, but I will give you the code this evening. You don't want to, well, the code is Santa. You can go ahead and put the code in. You can go ahead and start filling your carts, but you won't want to order yet because you want to see the last thing that we're doing. The last project we're doing tonight is amazingly cute, and it's a new stencil you haven't seen before. It's not even on the site, so you'll need to wait, or you'll want to wait, unless you want to. I don't want you to have to order twice if you don't want to have to, I always like to save shipping if I can. So if you think you have enough to fill 2 carts, then that's fine. Okay, so I did use the Thicket and the Sky Blue or Sky Mist on the backgrounds. So I also just painted one real quick with just Sky Mist. So you can change it up on the project sheet. It'll have Thicket, I believe, because I tried to do the project sheet of how I actually painted. Wow, we got 50. I'm gonna bubble myself since Megan's not here. Oh no, it was so funny last night with his bubble gun. It's actually his bubble gun, so yeah, he works it well. So if you want to do that with a Thicket, you just do it, the same way. You're just using that color of paint. But if you want to do switch it up and do black, or not black, Sky Mist, you can definitely do that. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. I also did one on black, which I love how it looked on black. It probably doesn't pop, the chocolate and stuff probably doesn't pop as much, but I still thought it was really cute. Do you like the black or the Thicket, or do you think the light blue is going to be the best the best thing there. What do you think? So you'll have 2 kits with this. Oh, here they are. I'm like, oh no, what do I do with it? So this, it'll come with an arch back, an arch tag back, and then it'll come with your graham cracker pieces and a nose. So one nose points to the right, and it's a little bit bigger, and it's called the medium kit. And then the other kit is called the small kit, and it is the same graham cracker pieces, but the nose is smaller and skinnier, and it points to the left. So that the small kit uses these 2. I mean, that's the 2 I used with it. So it's the 2 outer ones because they're smaller, and then the bigger one in the middle is the medium one where you use the medium nose instead. So you can either pick either kit of those, and we're going to do the medium one. So you can use these and use any of the words you want. So you don't have to put any words at all, but you can definitely use your stencils and add some wordage if you want to. So that is, that's that. So, well, I can do Thicket. Do you think I should just do Thicket? I was going to do another Sky Mist, but I can do Thicket. We'll just add some Thicket to it. I like the Thicket too. That was kind of the color theme for the week, but we also, this color is in it, so we've veered off and done that as well. The ornament we did last night, we used just the Sky Mist. So you can kind of just mix those 2 together, and we'll need to do the back, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I will use the sponge to do the back, but since we're live, I don't want to do that and have to wait for it to dry. So I'm just going to get a baby wipe, and I already base painted the background white because it just makes the process seamless. Like, and it's so easy. Like, you can do this. So just wipe it down with a baby wipe, and then that gets it, the surface kind of wet and slick a little bit, and then just go into your color, start at the top, and then just work down and wipe down as you come. And you can take off as much as you want or leave more or less, just whatever you want to do. So I'm going to come in with some more and then start working down. Okay, and now I'm going to fold this over, and I'm going to kind of leave it more flat, and I'm going to kind of take some off and then go back to the top and walk it down again. Whoops, forgot to put paint on it. So if you want it a little bit more scant at the bottom, then I'm just going to go back over it and kind of walk it back up. So, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. So then, now I want to dry it so I can add some dark back into the top. Just don't think about it, just do it. Just do it and then don't overthink it. So I have my sweet tea in this swig cup. I have 3 swig cups up here. I had one from last night. I have my West Virginia water cup, which is swig, which is cute. I'll have to show it to you. And our 2 giveaways tonight are swig cups that are stuffed with stencil brush and a brush scrubby and all kinds of little accessory pieces and things. Okay, so now I'm just going back in. I'm just going to come down like that, and then I'm going to take a little off at the bottom by just going back up. And then we're done. And it'll look a little bit sketchy, but when you get your pieces and everything there, it looks right. So it's just really no fuss. You don't have to fuss with it. So we're going to base the marshmallow in, and that's all we have to base in from the stencil right now. And we're going to paint our marshmallow, or our graham cracker pieces. I'm trying to clean my hands a bit. So anyway, I'm glad you like them. They're so cute. I'm so glad you like them. They're so fun because you can just take that stencil and just use it for all kinds of, like, just make several different varieties of it, and I think it's cute. So the first one I did, I just had I was going to do all three, but they all had the same nose, and then I went back to mark, and I was like, okay, I need a smaller nose, shorter nose, so I went up and designed, took this one, redesigned it, squunched it down, and said, no, I need a bunch of these cuts, so, oh boy. But I think they're cute, because I was just going to do the middle one. I'm like, oh, I want to do all of them, and then I realized that my nose was probably too big. But super fun. But the this is really easy. Like, you could even do this with kids. I think you could do it with, if you have a child, or as a project, it would be a fun, Christmas, or not Christmas, but, for the holidays or something. You could even do it at Thanksgiving. Some people do crafts at Thanksgiving, like after dinner or something. The guys watch football, and so you could even do that. But I definitely like grandchildren, anything. I think you could do it. So this is honeycomb, and I really thought it was a really good graham cracker color. It doesn't have, I just think it's the perfect color. It doesn't have a ton of like an orangey look or anything to it. It just looks good. So I've got probably too much paint on there because I'm talking them all a minute. So I told the people, everyone live, if you were with me at 1, you heard me say that. So I stayed up last night until 5:30 in the morning and was up here working on project sheets. It takes a lot of time to get everything linked and everything into, it just takes a long time. And so by the time I went downstairs, Hank got all excited when I came down. He was sound asleep. And by the time I got contacts out and all that, it was almost 6 when I got in bed, actually. And I got up at just about tad before 10. So I will probably be slap happy by tonight. But so far, I'm doing good. So yeah, so we'll just give those. They probably did not need a second coat. I don't know why I did that. But now I'm committed because I already did it. Okay, so we'll let that dry, and then we'll just dry brush them. That's all we have to do to those. So we're going to use traditional burnt umber and white and do just some dry brushing. So it's so quick. I like that. I like a quick project. You can knock out several of them at one time, actually. So let's get a dry brush here. I don't have I forgot to put my Amazon list. I gave the link to Megan yesterday, but I made an Amazon list for this event, and I forgot to put it in Linktree. I need to remember that. And then someone at the 1 o'clock live said, I forget now who it was. I've read so many comments, I forget. But it said, are you still using Telegram? I'm like, oh my word, I forgot. Like all week I kept meaning, like, I gotta go send out a telegram that I'm going live. I've been trying to do emails for everyone that signed up for our email list and stuff. And it's like it all takes time. And then you're trying to get everything ready when you're going live, like the lighting and just all the things. And all the cords and all the lights on. And then you want to send out the message. I honestly just had forgotten. I was like, oh, Missy. Dingbat. Okay, traditional burnt umber. So I'm going to try to remember that. Actually, I thought, well, I'll do that the rest of the day. Well, I just now remembered it again, so I didn't send it out again. I hope. I should write a sticky note so I remember for tonight. Goodness gracious. Okay, so this is traditional burnt umber. I'm going to let it pick up heavy on that edge and then just fold across. And I'm going to kind of pull it down across that white, pick up some more, and then pull a little more. Again, letting that edge pick up and be heavy. And then I'm going to wisp in just a little bit more white, just down at that end over that, maybe just kind of a little highlight like that. And there they are. There's your graham cracker pieces. Okay, so now we're going to do the nose and burnt orange, and we'll use those two dry brushes to dry brush that nose. Oops, do you think I need that much for a nose? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, that was a poor attempt at putting it back in the jar or in the bottle. That was dumb. Okay, let me look over here. If you have a question, remember to put it in all caps. Hello from hello, Nancy from Chicago. Oh dear. You've heard me say before, I love to craft. I love to paint at night. Like, there's just no distractions. Even though I don't have kids at home or anything anymore, it's still just the still of the night. There's nothing going on. There's no interruptions, no mail deliveries, no walking the dog, no nothing. And I have just always loved it from, I just got used to it when the boys were younger. Mark was the fireman. That was he retired, I don't know how many years ago. I don't know how many years ago, but anyway, he could retire early because he had put in all of his years of service and loved his job. Anyway, I think he still misses it. He was a captain and he loved it. And anyway, he worked 24 hours at a time, so I love to ride around and paint at night and run a sweeper at 3 in the morning or whatever I want to do. And I would redecorate my house in the middle of the night. Like, I would do that and get up the next day and be transformed. And it is harder now that I'm older because I'm old. But you know, used to you could just go and not even miss a beat. But it catches up with me. Like, I'm tired. I was tired before I stayed up all night, but I knew that I needed to get ahead of those sheets. And you know, there's so many of them. I don't know if I did it right. I made them all individual. Maybe I probably should have done them just all lumped together. Maybe that would have been easier. I don't know. I feel like I do everything the hard way. Okay, I just dry brushed some white on the top, and now I'm going to bring some brown up the bottom a little bit, and now I'm going to put some on that back edge. And there is my nose, just perfect. Perfectly shaded without even having to shade it, like angle shade it. With an angle shader. Okay, now let's go. So we have our surface here. I haven't painted the back yet. I'm going to throw a baby wipe over my paint tray where that mix was, and then I can paint it after the line. Okay, so again, we have used the daylights out of these stencils, and that's why if I recommend anything, I would be like, grab the snowflake stencils, because we've used them on everything. I used them so much last year. I just love to add that to the project. So they all have stuff. I have not spattered the backs of those, which they should have been, but I have not. But I put the little dot and glitter. So, but that's just using stencils or snowflakes from this sheet and this sheet, and they're linked on the project sheet as well. So, they're just great. Great. I love these little tiny snowflakes. They come in so handy. So I'm just going to stencil a few of those around. And then we will get busy with our marshmallow guy. And if you want to add a word, I think it's easier to do it before you start working on your marshmallow or your chocolate and your graham cracker pieces. I did find that out by trial and error. It worked, but it would have been easier if I didn't have to work around it. So I don't think I made this one dark enough. I should have done it twice. And then we'll add some dots in there as well, here and there. I want a little guy right there. I know what I want. I want a big diamond, sparkle. And then down the sides. Just add a little one here, one over here, and then we'll do the rest later. I'm not sure what word we're going to use on there, so. Okay, we'll add a dot in that place. So that's what we need for that. So now we're going to take our stencil and we're just going to use this. I'm doing the middle one. So this one takes the bigger nose, which is the medium set. So you want to kind of gauge it. If you do not want a nose, or a nose, if you don't want wording, then don't leave room for it. But if you want to do wording, we're going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to use the traditional burnt umber for that. So, let's grab this. So you can put toasty, sweet. We're going to use toasty. I think that's what we're going to use. So I think, I'm going to throw just a little dot of black in there just to make it cover better. I'm going to mix that with that traditional burnt umber to make a really blackish brown so it covers good. And then really wipe it off. Okay. So I have that lined up, and I'm just going to, hope you can see. Am I in frame? I'm not even in frame. I forgot to pull the camera this way. Sorry. I hope I haven't been out the whole time. I need to be zapped every now and then when I'm talking too much or when I am not doing something right. I need a zapper. Woo! I turned off the air conditioner. I have a window air conditioner in here because it is hot in this room. And I turned off the ceiling fan. And the upstairs is quite big. It has its own air conditioning unit. And I forgot to turn it down. We keep it, it's colder downstairs, but up here it's so big and we're not up here all the time, so I hate to just let it run itself to death.
Surprise!
Oh my word, look what blew in. She arrived. Oh no, Hank's gonna go
Sorry,
crazy.
Hank.
Hank loves when she comes and she gives him the zoomies.
Hank, I'm sorry, I'm gonna sit up here.
How was school today?
It was good. I'm stuffing all my things I stuffed into crevices.
Oh.
Do you need this?
I don't think I need any, I don't know.
If you do, I'll get it.
Okay, so there is, and we should have taped off the end. I see where I did not do that. So I just use painter's tape and tape off anything I don't want to show. But I will take that off. Let me get my magic eraser. And we will remove that right now. Because I don't want to take off the background by rubbing too high. Or rubbing too hard. It's hot in here, and
well,
I'm dying.
I've been running around my classroom and then ran up the hill, so.
Well, yeah, it's a trek up the hill, isn't it? Okay, I'm just going to take that off. And then I'll rub a little bit of paint back over it. So, I neglected to tape that. And usually I'm pretty good at taping my stuff. Okay. The man on a galloping horse will never know that. Okay, so we're going to fill our bridges real quick. Well, not with that, because I left paint in it from my last slide. I'm just...
Somebody asked if you did SVGs for the noses.
No. I just created them, and I just have them. I don't have them on SVG. That would be a small SVG. Okay, I'm just going to fill these bridges really quick. Bring it around so it kind of blends. Add a little bit of water to it. It, of course, flows better, but also it doesn't make the paint as heavy, so it doesn't look like you just filled a bridge. Megan, you have to see the project I did today at 1. You're gonna love it.
I can't wait.
I'll hand it to you in a minute. I loved it. Tell her how good it was. I was so excited. I was like, I hadn't done the sample of that.
I can't wait.
So I wasn't sure, like right before the live, like literally it was like 20 till or something like that. And I ran outside and picked up sticks. I knew what I wanted to do. I designed the printable a long time ago. Well, like 6 weeks, 8 weeks. I don't know how long it's been. Okay, there we go. There is that. Here.
Oh,
Look at this
I
marshmallow.
I love that.
We made a marshmallow out of Model Magic, and we did the...
A little toasty.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
That is very cute. I love it. Someone should make me one.
Well, there's probably enough samples floating around here. I think I'm like, good night. Okay, now let's get down to business. Now we drop the water on it. Okay, so now we can kind of gauge that word. It's not hard. Like, it's not a big deal. Just try to leave enough room. So I'm going to put that about right there. And I am just going to sponge that in. But I am going to get a new... My paint table keeps getting worse. I cleaned it off and then I started again. And then I had just not... I'm telling Megan this. I know you guys know. I did not have enough time. I thought I'd have more time between lives, but just, you know how it is. So I flew back up here, and I feel like it's closing in. I'm going to have to clean it up before tonight.
For the stencils and the stuff, do they have to order today, or is it open for a little while?
It is today and tomorrow only is the only, because the options, or the, not options, the stipulations with the code was today and tomorrow. So tomorrow at midnight, the code, won't be good anymore. But you can still use my code. So you get 20% off with your special Santa code. So the discount is Santa. If you want to start stacking your cards. And then if you don't get it ordered before the sale goes off, then you can just use Being Creative with Miss, which gives you 15% off anytime. So I'm trying to get that blue covered, and I'm just trying to hold stuff and work around my mess. Yeah, so that was nice that they gave you the sale.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it's today and tomorrow. So you have one more project after this, and then it's the stencil that has not been seen yet.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
It's a s'more prize.
Mm-hmm. It's
Well, maybe not.
so cute. Okay, I think one more trip here will do it. So we don't have to worry about the top at all because the top and bottom are going to be covered up. But I keep going over that and picking up the paint because I'm talking.
I'm messing it up again.
Huh?
Because I'm messing it up again.
No, I'm just talking. I just kept dabbing over it. I'm like, what are you doing? What? Okay. So there is our marshmallow. So we're going to use a little bit of espresso to go right around the edges. I keep putting out like just bukus of paint. You'd think I was doing like some big, I don't know. I put out enough orange while ago for 1,700 noses. Okay, so all you're going to do is, oh goodness, we're laughing at Hank. You're just going to go right down the sides. Make sure I have that blotted off enough, and I did not. Let me get a baby wipe here. So you're just going to go right down the sides. And just kind of give it some shading. And then I'm going to go right along the bottom.
Will you be having a weekly project again?
What do you mean? Like, will I go back, like next week? I don't know. Like next week I need to go back to my scarecrow pattern. And we need to do the face on it. That's what we're working on. Like, I kind of got interrupted between the fall event and this. And it's just hard to do everything. And then I also have a couple fall projects that everything's cut and ready for it. So we have that to do. So yes, we have upcoming stuff. I've got stuff in the hive going on. We have to finish our ornaments in there. And then we are doing a special printable in there. And then we are doing a really cute gingerbread project in there. And I still have some projects from this that I just didn't even get to. I mean, they're done, but like I mean, you can only fit so many things in 3 days, so I don't know.
Can you double stack your discount codes?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that's just for when she does like something special. I think it's just Santa. And it's not for just the stencils we're using. Like, that's like when we do an event or a special guest, it's just like that. Those stencils, it's for everything. So you get the run of the whole site, which makes it better. I told him I had 3 swigs up here. I have West Virginia. I have like one over there, one here. I was like, huh. Clearly, keep leaving my cups wherever I go. Okay, now we need some blush pink. And I don't know what I did.
Wants to know the size of the stencil. Are you giving that out now? Or are you waiting for the project?
It's on the project sheet, but it is an extra small. If you want to put that in your cart. And I think I lost my. Oh no, that's not it. I don't know what I did with my stencil brush. Oh well, we'll use this one.
What did it look like?
I think I thought I had it out earlier, but I must not have. Okay, so now we're going to do some cheekies on him. So really he's super easy, but we'll get to the fun part in just a minute. So again, I'm just making sure that's really rubbed off. Even when I think it's rubbed off good, I usually go back and hit it again. I better make sure that's dry. Okay. So then I just kind of swirl me a cheek, and that is a bright cheek. No, no, no. Things have been going so well. What is wrong? We'll just wipe it off. I haven't had any major mishaps. I told him by tonight I might be clear punch drunk since I went to bed at 6 o'clock this morning. So we'll know. But everything's been just smooth and sailing right along. See, I was going to say smooth sailing. Instead I said it's been smoothing right along. Makes perfect sense. Oh my word. Okay, now we're going to do the nose. And kind of lay it on there. And then that way we can gauge the eyes. So we're going to grab the old dotting tool if I can find one. I have 4. Currently 4. I have multiples of these because I use them all the time. And I can never seem to find them when I need them. So there are 4 that I've been using this week on this table. And I don't even know where they're at. I just randomly move stuff and one appears. So it's kind of like, wow. Okay. Do you have a question? You kind of went.
There's paint on the floor.
Huh?
You got paint on the floor.
I do?
You do? Oh.
Did I drop something?
Where's that?
Okay.
Oh, no, it's just a...
So we're just going to dot the eye. Bring it up a little bit. I hope these are right because...
I didn't need to move.
I think it's going to star in the live today before it's over with. Okay, so we can do a dotted mouth or like X. I haven't done X's in a while, but you can do, you know, whatever you want. You can do.
Do you know which dot you're using?
Oh, what I used right there, it's never the same. It's never the same. It's probably the cleanest one. I think that was the 1, 2, 3, 4th one over. There's 6 on it. So that was the 4th one over. Okay, so we will just add. I'm just going to use this for time's sake. And just put
Sorry,
little,
guys.
okay, like that, and we'll use some white. Get some white out. And we'll dot his eyes. I better make sure that it didn't dry. I know they're not probably dry down through, but we'll stick that on there. And there's his little face. All right, now let the fun begin. Let's get into the graham crackers and chocolate. So I'm going to glue the nose, maybe. Anyway, I think these are just fun. I love the project we're going to do tonight. Megan's seen it. It's been sitting over there all week.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I don't know what she Yes.
She's like, no, I haven't.
Yeah, guys, sorry. Hank tried to climb up into my lap.
Mark usually has him downstairs. I think Mark's outside. I don't even know where he's at. Probably got his nose a little pointed up there. He was looking like he was a little stuck up. Okay, so there's that. So now, what we're going to do is use the stencil again. And we're going to use Slick Dimensional Fabric Paint, which is, this is brown. Let's move some of those. And we're going to lay down the stencil like right at the bottom. That's the one that goes with it. And I just lay it. Actually, I shouldn't have glued the nose on first. So don't do that, because then you can't lay this down as flat. It's fine. It's just,
It's fine.
you can't lay it as flat. So you just put it right. I overlap that marshmallow edge just a tiny bit. Kind of give this a shake, and then almost shake. I almost slurred that. And I squirt a little bit out just to, you know, make sure. But this is dimensional. I'll try to see so you can't see my hand. So I'm just filling it in. You don't have to use the stencil, but that's how I do it. I just use the stencil, and it doesn't have to be super perfect because you can manipulate it when you pull it up. But I also find this collapses a little bit. Like, it doesn't hold up as good as some stuff. Oops, I bled that. I have made so many of these, and I've not done that the whole time. Why did I do that? I don't know why that did that. I've never had that happen. But it doesn't matter, because I have reshaped mine and stuff like that. So when I pull it up, then you can just, I usually bring it up a little bit on the side and just plop it down. So it's no big deal. I was just saying, I don't know why it did that, because, oh, I bet it might have been wet on the back side where I laid it over here on this rag. But I try to bring it up a little bit on the side right there. So I just kind of manipulate it with the point, and then it all looks good. And then I go back over top of it like I'm doing right now and kind of build the dimension. So the graham cracker piece goes underneath that, so it's fine. But you just kind of do that. And then we're going to glue our graham cracker piece. So I'm putting the white highlighted side. Okay, you guys, Megan, it's your fault. Everything was just going fine, and you came cruising in.
Came crashing
and
it.
Things are going to pot quickly.
Hank's going crazy.
I haven't had any mishaps. Like, and now it's just going to pot. Okay, I lay it like that. Like, I kind of tilt it up on the edge, and then I just kind of scooch it up, because I kind of scoot that chocolate up, and then lay it down, and then press it.
My bad.
I did too. And I just press it down. And then that'll dry like that. After I get it in place, if I feel like I want to pull up a little bit of chocolate somewhere or add a little bit more, I do that as well. So it's just really fun to play with. Then we'll add the topper. Now, the stencil does not have chocolate on the top, so you can leave that off and just put the top on it and have no chocolate up there. But I put it on the top and bottom, and maybe I shouldn't have. What do you think? Do you think I should leave it off the top and just put the graham cracker? Do you like it like that better? What do you think? What is your opinion? Tell me what your opinion is. Because I don't know. Maybe it looks better without it. I'm trying to see. Rena. I don't know. I'm not seeing. Top and bottom?
Both top and bottom.
Okay,
top and
so
bottom.
you can squirt it on, but on the top, I just kind of went ahead and glued my piece, and then I put chocolate underneath it. So I just kind of raised it. Just open the door. Just raised it above a little bit. Replaced it, not raised it. Yeah, I don't know what happened down here. I'm just going crazy. My chocolate.
It got it extra melty.
I think. I must have thought, I'm hungry, so maybe I thought that the more I added, the better it would be. So you can leave it like that, as I said, but I then took it and see, I kind of made it drippy. And so I just kind of dripped it down a little bit and then just kind of went across. As I went across, I brought it down some and let it be droopy in places, and then when I get to the end, I just drooped it a little more. But that's all. And then you can go back across and kind of fill in that line even more, and then just let it dry. So after it dries, I don't want to do it while it's wet because my glitter will get in there. But you can spatter it, and then you can dot the middle. Like I'll add, well, I can't, like I'm going to put some dots in the middle of each one, just like I did here. Like you can see that. You can see the dots, and then I sprinkle it with glitter. So I'll add some dots around on the sides and there, you know, across the top, and then I'll do the glitter on them when that is dry. But anyway, I just think they're really cute, and I think it's cute. I think it's neat that you can, you know, do 3 different styles of it. I just think that's fun. Mm-hmm. So do you like it? You think it's fun? Fun?
Super cute.
So I didn't on the other ones, but you can always, you know, dress up the lettering a little bit. You could shadow underneath it. You could take the tiniest little point on this and dunk it. And you can add some little dots if you want. But that little dotter is a cute little thing. Let's see. Let's put it up here. So you can get, I linked that dimensional stuff on Amazon. I used to get a lot of that kind of stuff at Joann's, which obviously we can't now. And I think Michael's has it, but it was the same price on Amazon, and it just comes to the door. So anyway, so it's just slick 3D dimensional paint. So I think the big bottle was like $5, and I have used it a bunch, and we will use it in our project tonight as well. So I'll put that in my Amazon list as well, but it's on the project sheet. But I'll update my list as soon as we get off of here. So anyway, so that is the project. Or, oh, I know what I was going to do. Let me set this aside so I don't do anything to it. But I wanted to do this. I had not. Let me get my handy dandy beading tool.
About how long does it take to dry the dimensional stuff?
6 weeks. So start now if you want that.
5 to 10 business days.
I'm just, yes, not counting the weekends. No, I'm just kidding.
Or holidays.
I don't know. I mean, I just left it sitting. Don't forget to clean up your edges. I did not do that on these yet. I just shook this pen and it is untwisted for some reason and went everywhere down the front of my shirt. So today it is the afternoon edition of Mishaps. Santa's Workshop Mishaps. Let's rename it Good Night. So I'm just stringing this on here. Actually, that might be thick. Well, that was weird. I have used umpteen of those pens. I don't know if I untwisted it because it's untwisted from the cap. I don't know what I did. How did I do that? Okay. Back to the project. I was going to clean up the edges, but I'll get my other one. My other marker. Here's my other one, but I'm afraid to do anything. Pert near afraid I'm going to set the place on fire. Oh boy. And this one, I just forget it. I'll do it afterwards. That one's the old one. That's why I got the new one out. Okay, so I'm going to take my beading tool. And I think I have to do it in reverse. I got a string long enough to string up half Wood County. So let's put this in here. And the handy dandy beading tool is going to zip those right on there. Okay, and then I'm going to tie a knot. And tie another knot. Zoop. You have to do those sounds to make it turn out right. Okay, so that is just one of those honeycomb. Is that what they're called? Honeycomb. They're ridgy beads, and you've seen me use them 100 times. I love them because they have ridges, and you can paint them to match whatever color you're doing. So I paint it, and then I dry brush over it, and the ridges pick that up, and it just looks really cool. So what we're going to do now is just put some chocolate around this bead and let that kind of drip down. The way things are going, this is a dangerous idea, but you know what? We're going for broke. So I want some of it to drip down and some of it to stay. I did not want it to drip that far right there, but that's all right.
There. As you said, at least you have a retired fireman on the property, so
yes.
if you burn it down, it'd be
and Ben is a current fireman, and he's right over the hill. So we are covered.
It'll be good.
We're fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
We'll be fine as we're going up in smoke over here. Okay. There it is. Isn't that cute? On the bead like that. So cute. Yay, it's adorable.
I was a little nervous.
Okay, I am so sorry that we had those little mishaps. That is not good. Let me you back up here. I'm sorry.
It's my fault.
We were doing fine today until someone showed up.
Popped right in.
So this is wording backwards, but that drives me nuts. But anyway, but isn't the bead cute? So cute. So cute. So that is Mr. Toasty. Sweet. And then I did that on black as well. So what do you think? Do you think the black, it shows up enough on the black? Especially on camera, it doesn't. In my eye, it looks, I mean, it shows up fine, but I still think it pops better off the other ones. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like